Dear boys, last day in page number 46, we saw that Mowgli snatched a pot of hot red coals from a village boy and he was on his way back to the jungle. So, when Mowgli was returning to the jungle, he met Bagheera, who told him that Akela had missed his kill and the other wolves of the pack wanted to kill him as well as Mowgli, and they are looking for Mowgli in the jungle. So Mowgli sat in a cave all day tending to his fire. In the evening, Tabaqui came to fetch Mowgli to attend the council meeting. And Mowgli was very angry at that time. He chased Tabaqui away. But, however, at nightfall, Mowgli reached the council rock. There he saw that Akela was lying at the side of the rock and not on top of it as usual. This was a clear indication that he was being sidelined and that the leadership of the pack was now thrown open. And Sher Khan, he was sitting at the top of the rock, followed by his scrap-fed group of wolves. They were shouting triumphantly and behaving as if he was in charge of the pack council. Seeing all these things, Mowgli was very angry and he shouted that the wolves are free people and they do not need Sher Khan to lead the pack. But the younger wolves were against Mowgli. They were against the fact that Mowgli was included in the pack. But some of the seniors in the pack said that Akela should speak out his decision, and they called Akela a dead wolf. You know whom they called dead wolf? The wolves of the pack referred to the leader who had missed his kill and was about to be replaced. So, the old leader was called the dead wolf. At that time, Akela raised his head and said that Mowgli should be left alone. And he had led the pack for many years, and during his time, none of the wolf was injured or affected. Now, it seems there is a plot against him. You know what happened that day? Some of the younger wolves, you can say the followers of Sher Khan, they set a young buck. Buck means a young male deer for Akela to chase. And they knew very well that Akela would surely miss the kill. Now they want Akela's death. And Akela wanted that Mowgli should go in peace. He had done no harm to the pack. He had shared their food, he had hunted with them, he had followed all their rules. So, Mowgli should be left alone. But Sher Khan was there. He was always waiting for Mowgli to make him his prey. So he said that he hates Mowgli and he wanted him. He wanted to kill him and he wanted to eat him. But at that time, Bagheera said that he had paid for him with a bull. So, Mowgli belongs to the pack. And you know, in the jungle, Bagheera's honor was not to be scoffed at. All the animals respected Bagheera. Then a chorus of younger wolves came forward and they said, "Yes, yes, we don't need a man cub in our pack. Let's get rid of him." Mowgli sensed that a fight was advancing. So before anyone could move, he stood up with the fire in his hand and he was very furious with rage and sorrow. He said, "Okay, listen to me. There is no need to bark like dogs." You know, this is the first time he was referring the wolves of the pack as dogs. He said that since tonight they made it so clear that he was only a man cub and not the part of the pack, so he will now talk to them like a man. He won't call them his brothers anymore, and he will call them dogs like men call them. So he flung the fire angrily at the group and it flared up as it touched a tuft of dry grass. The wolves were terrified. They ran for their lives. Then he looked at Sher Khan. Sher Khan was also terrified. He said him that, "Okay, you wanted to kill me at the council meeting because you could not kill me when I was a cub. Well, this is how we beat dogs when we are men." And after saying this, he started beating Sher Khan mercilessly over the head with the burning branch. And Sher Khan shouted and he cried out in pain and he backed away shouting. And Mowgli said with disgust that, Go, jungle cat, go. But remember that the next time I come here, I will come with your hide on my back. Now, Akela is free to go and do what he wants because I, Mowgli, say so. And after saying this, Mowgli brandished the branch and singed Sher Khan's whiskers with the flames. Sher Khan let out a yell and he disappeared into the jungle. And his band of younger wolves also followed him. At that time, everyone went away. Only Balu, Bagheera and Mowgli and some wolf cubs and about 10 wolves were standing there. and the fight was over, and there was a feeling of sadness, and Mowgli started crying. Actually, he did not want to leave the jungle. Jungle was his home. It was his own place. But Bagheera told him that Mowgli was a man cub and it was not his proper place to live. So he should go away and find a village to live there. So Mowgli went to the cave where he had lived with his mother and father wolf and the cubs. There he hugged Mother Wolf as if he would never let her go and howled miserably. Father Wolf told Mowgli to come back soon because he and his mother were getting old, and also asked him to promise that he would never forget him. And you know what his mother said to Mowgli? She said, "Come back very soon and always remember that I loved you even more than my own cubs." So, after taking leave from his wolf family, Mowgli promised one thing. He promised that he will return to the jungle one day, and he will return surely. And that day he would lay Sher Khan's hide at the Council Rock. And then the dawn was beginning to break, and after saying his goodbyes, Mowgli went down the hillside alone to meet those mysterious creatures that the jungle people called men.